Anybody? You? No? Genocide. G-E-N-O-C-I-D-E. Genocide. You know what genocide is, young blood? How about you, sister? Yeah, you. Of course you don't. It means when a whole lot of people are systematically killed, exterminated. That's actually how old Miss Gold-digging America was built, on the genocide of our ancestors. How many of you have heard the story of the 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf? Good. Well, when I was about your age, one of my elders, a God-fearing man with great wisdom, told me a story that I will never forget. Where is he now, you ask? Prayerfully heaven. He was killed by the man for telling us this very same story, amongst other things, of course. See, that's what they do whenever you become powerful enough to jeopardize their system. They kill you in cold blood. Am I afraid? Of course I am. But if we let fear stop us, that would mean my elder and his friends died for nothing. You understand? So like I was saying, each pig represents the 3 different types of Negroes living in this country. And the big bad wolf represents Uncle Sam, the man, the government, the oppressor. In the beginning, these 3 little pigs were best of friends, right? Laughing together, eating together, crying together, praying together, until one day, word spread that a wolf had migrated onto their land. Now, up until this point, they had never seen a wolf before. All they had known of wolves were the haunting stories. But after weeks of living in shaken fear, they all assumed it was just hearsay, since time had passed without any sign of the wolf's presence. So they carried on happily with their lives as anyone would. Until one night, one peaceful night, an ominous howl erupted, and that's when fear started to run its course. That same night, the pigs concluded that sleeping in the sty would no longer be safe. So they pondered and discussed, pondered and discussed, pondered and discussed, but still couldn't see eye to eye. They all had distinct visions of a particular safeguard that would protect them from the big bad wolf. What they failed to realize, though, is that the wolf, being the genius hunter that he is, already had them exactly where he wanted them. So the pigs agreed that in order to maintain their friendship and sustain their livelihood, it would be best for them to go their separate ways and build their own house. So they built and built and built and built until they could build no more. And not much longer after they finished building, the wolf came strolling into their community with bloodthirst in his eyes. The first little pig the wolf went after was the one living in the straw house. Now this pig was the weak-willed one, the submissive one, the one who would sell out his friends just to save his own hide, the one who would conform to a system that was solely built to destroy him. Fear had taken root in this pig and sprouted into his heart, into his soul. The wolf knew this. The wolf knew force wouldn't be necessary for this one. He had already broken this pig's spirit, so he swindled him. He knocked on his door and told him he just wanted someone to play with. He just wanted a friend, and that the stories they heard about him were lies, that he's a very, very kind wolf and actually a vegetarian. The pig yelled, "Prove it, you big bad wolf!" So the wolf found a small patch of grass and, well, he proved it. So the bootlicking pig waited for a minute, and then he carefully opened his door and stepped outside like a fool. All he seen was the wolf flash a shady grin, and then boom! The big bad wolf was no longer a vegetarian. Then the wolf went to the second little pig's house. This house was made out of wood and even had its door nailed shut. Now this pig was the misled one, the ignorant one, the one who would sell his soul to the system and think he had one up on the system. The one who would curse the man and then do his dirty work. The one who would clearly hate the enemy, but then continually spoil himself in the enemy's vices. Fear had made this one rebellious, but oblivious. All the big bad wolf had to do was walk to the side of the house and leap through the open window. And that was the end for that one. Now, the third and last little pig lived in a house made of bricks. This pig was the revolutionary one. The brave one, the one the enemy doesn't want us to know about, the one who would give his life for truth, the one